Hello guys, we have this huge Nintendo leak. This is by Gaming Intel. Here's the title of the week. Teases Nintendo Switch Pro Pokemon Remakes Breath of the Wild and more. The fourth quarter of 2020 belongs to Xbox to new next-gen consoles. That's probably why Nintendo didn't really release that many games. That's remasters and stuff. Because they have to compete with the next-gen consoles, which is going to be pretty hard for them to do. 21 could be belonging to the other horse in the race Nintendo, the Japanese gaming juggernaut that has taken a backseat in the launch of the next new generation. But it seems the company is only by its time. With read from some reliable leakers, the terrorists prefer a significant counter-strike. So Pokemon news for 2021. That a new Pokemon game is coming in 2021, which is not surprising because Nintendo, Pokemon company, they have to make the new game every year. I know they didn't make any new games this year, but the DLC was practically two new Pokemon. It was practically one new Pokemon game, even though there was an expansion of a previous game. And yep, they released a main ride entry a year later, and then some expansion to this in some form. But instead they actually released a remake of an older game. The only one that really defied this tradition is, Gen 6, or Gen 6 never got a third version, and yeah, we got Sun and Moon like 2 years afterwards. Same thing with some other generations like Leaf Green and Fire Red coming out before Emerald, as well. Now Gen 4 will be next, and yep, by everyone we make a Gen 1 Switch with Pokemon, and both titles offered Pokemon Go functionality too. And yep, 2021, that they could remake Gen 2 again, the same thing as Let's Go, but more traditional remake of a much requested Gen 4. According to Heroes and Tails Week, Gen 4 is exactly what we're going to get. And we're going to have to get you remake next November. Stop complaining what you're going to see. OMG, Pokemon, this is the best license. And then of course there's Breath of the Wild 2. There are some people who are saying that Breath of the Wild 2 is like going to release alongside the Switch Pro, which makes sense. As well, again, the Switch Pro could be basically the same console, but kind of like how the new 3DS. Because if you do not, also the Xbox One and PS4 got mid-gen upgrades too. They didn't ever get exclusive games, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 is able to be played on both the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch Pro, as the Nintendo Switch Pro will probably be mostly made for third parties, so they can finally have the powerhouse. So they can finally, have the power for Nintendo that they finally listened. Hey, we have made a console that isn't weak for you guys to make games, so we don't have to only have indie games and anime games on our consoles anymore, or those old 360 PS3 ports. And yet, when Breath of the Wild 2 will come out, well, 2021. There are many other leaks also saying 2021 as well. Quarter 4 2021. And yep, more people coming to the leaks as well. And here is the guy who's in 2019 will be the last year for Nintendo stop supporting it. Support for the 3DS is very, very low. And yep, planning to release a build that free alongside Zelda Wii U collection, most likely consists of Twilight Princess and Wind Waker. And they see remakes are potentially of this part of this pack. And yep, we all know the 3DS games, as well, will likely be the last year before Nintendo stops supporting it. And a lot of these games came on the Switch. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Zelda, Link's Awakening remake, which became on the Switch, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Fire Emblem Echoes remake, Pikachu 2, Move to Search, and Metroid 2D. And Mario Land Virtual Boy seem to have been cancelled. So that means we won't ever see the Mario Land Virtual Boy remake as well. So there we go. That is the massive Nintendo leaks. There's no Nintendo Direct dates, but I wouldn't be surprised if all this is revealed in Nintendo Direct as well. So that's basically it. Goodbye.